I just got up and I'm getting ready to go work out, start the day. But I really wanted to share something with you because I think that it is important. So last year, I really decided to dedicate my life to God. I started reading my Bible because I wanted to learn my own beliefs, which I realized I had a lot of things wrong. I stopped watching a lot of TV and read my Bible. I stopped watching a lot of TV shows and different things that I was watching and dedicated most of my time to reading the Bible and watching a lot of things about Christianity. I was watching pretty much just Christian content on YouTube. We started going to church, and I learned a lot of things throughout this year and a half. So I didn't know anything. I was learning. And I realized how corrupt and evil the world is. That's what I learned. And at first, I started looking at everything as evil. I started thinking you couldn't do anything. Nothing is good. After a while, and after research and people teaching me, I learned that some things are going to cause maybe anxiety, fear, depression, anger, certain things you watch. I used to watch nothing but Joe Kenda. Do you know who that is? It's a murder mystery, cold cases. I used to watch nothing but that. I was watching Special Victims Unit. I don't even remember the name for it. Was it Law and Order? I don't even remember. I was watching nothing but like that. And then like my guilty pleasure TV show was like 90 Day Fiance. So I was watching a bunch of things that I shouldn't be. I was filled with anxiety. I was scared to drive in the car with my kids. I was scared to go anywhere with my kids. I had so much anxiety all of the time. And I always thought one of us was going to die, something bad was going to happen. I was starting to really not be very fun to be around. And some things just you shouldn't do because it affects you. I'm not saying watching those things are sinful. You may not be sinning watching cold cases, but it caused problems in me. It caused me to feel anxious and depressed and fearful. And when I quit watching those things, that changed. That stopped. And I realized that I needed to fill myself with things that made me feel happy, joyful, loving, good things. I needed to fill myself with that. And there's actually a Bible verse that I will add that speaks of doing, thinking on things that are beautiful and pleasant and stuff. So throughout this journey of growing my relationship with Jesus, I have learned a lot about things that I should do and things that I shouldn't do. And it may not be sinful. A certain song, listening to it may not be sinful, but how is it making you feel? What is it doing? There's a huge difference between listening to an angry song and then that's what you're feeling. Yeah, it's relatable to you and it makes you feel like somebody understands, or it's what you're going through. But when I'm in a bad mood and I listen to happy music, I feel happy. That's how it is. That's how we are. The environments that we're in changes us. If you're around a bunch of people that go to parties, what are you probably going to end up doing? Going to parties. If you're around a bunch of people that cuss, what are you probably going to do? Cuss. And sometimes you can't really change your environment, but you have to work on what you are doing and changing those behaviors, which is a struggle. So as I transferred from everything is evil and this is why Christians shouldn't do these things to I am free, but I need to be careful with what I do because it does matter. A lot of Christians are going to judge you for everything you do. If you shop at certain stores, if you drink certain drinks, if you go to Starbucks, someone's going to judge you for it because Starbucks is liberal. Has a demon on it. Starbucks, whatever. And if that bothers you, don't go there anymore. But someone's going to have a problem with Dunkin' Donuts too. Dunkin' Donuts is this. Dunkin' Donuts is that. You shouldn't be drinking that. You shouldn't be eating those donuts. That's what I've learned. And you cannot dictate your life based on people. You cannot please people. You have to please God. So you pray and you talk to God and you let him enlighten you. Basically, everything that you do, someone's going to have a problem with it. I've noticed that Christians really are very judgmental. If you do any type of thing that they disagree with, you're a terrible Christian. If you play video games, if you go get coffee, if you shop at Walmart, you're a terrible Christian. So what I've learned is don't people please. Read the Bible so you know God's word. Pray and have a relationship with Jesus. Dedicate that time. It's a great idea to be in a church where you can fellowship, you can ask questions. Make sure you trust your pastor and they are Bible-based. You have to be careful with that. And do research on things. If it's not causing you to sin, it's probably okay to enjoy. Just be careful that it's not changing you or creating an environment inside you that is causing trouble. I hope that helps. I am trying to get out what I'm trying to say I can this morning because I have a lot of things to do. This is important. I'm trying to share this message. So I hope you understand that. I can make a better video in the future to explain that more when I have a little bit of time to myself. So I'm not in a rush, but I hope this helps.